there'll be a day in America where most cars are electric.
President Biden has made investing in electric vehicles a major focus.
We're looking at what could be a game changer: electric vehicles, a whole new era of driving.
Electric vehicles will save the planet. That's what they tell you. Zero emissions, clean energy, the future of transportation, Tesla, Rivian, Ford F-150 Lightning. Every car company is going electric. Politicians call it the solution to climate change. But here's what they're not telling you. Electric cars are not zero emission. They're not saving the planet. And they're definitely not the solution. This is the story of the great electric vehicle deception. How car companies greenwash their way into your wallet, and why EVs won't save us. Let's start with what they want you to believe. Electric vehicles produce zero emissions. Well, zero tailpipe emissions. That's technically true. But that's not the whole story. Where does the electricity come from? In the US, 60% of electricity still comes from fossil fuels: coal, natural gas. So when you charge your Tesla, you're often burning coal, just indirectly. But renewable energy is growing, sure, slowly, and even with 100% renewable electricity, EVs still have a massive problem: the battery. Lithium-ion batteries require lithium, cobalt, nickel. These materials are mined in some of the most environmentally destructive ways imaginable. Lithium mining in South America drains water supplies in drought-prone regions. Cobalt mining in the Congo uses child labor. Nickel mining destroys rainforests. A single EV battery requires 500,000 pounds of earth to be mined, 30,000 liters of water, massive energy input. And after 8 to 10 years, the battery dies. Recycling them is expensive and inefficient. Most end up in landfills. But car companies don't advertise that. They show you a sleek Tesla driving through nature, not the lithium mine destroying that nature. Let's talk life cycle emissions. Manufacturing an electric car produces 50 to 70% more emissions than manufacturing a gas car. It takes enormous energy to extract, refine, and assemble battery materials. MIT study found a Tesla Model 3 starts its life with a carbon debt of 10 to 15 tons of CO2. That means even before you drive it, it's already produced more emissions than a gas car. But over time, it evens out. Maybe. Depends where you live. If your electricity comes from coal, like West Virginia or Wyoming, your EV might never be cleaner than a gas car. Even in states with cleaner grids, it takes 50,000 to 100,000 miles before an EV breaks even on emissions. And most people don't keep cars that long. Plus, battery degradation means efficiency drops over time. And when you replace the battery, you reset the emissions debt. But here's the real kicker. We're replacing one extraction industry with another. Instead of drilling for oil, we're mining for lithium. Instead of pipelines, we're destroying ecosystems for minerals. It's not clean, it's just different. Now let's talk about the infrastructure problem. US government wants 50% EV adoption by 2030. Great, except the power grid can't handle it. If every car in America went electric overnight, electricity demand would increase by 25 to 30%. Our grid is already struggling. Texas has rolling blackouts in summer. California asks people not to charge EVs during heat waves. And we want to add millions more EVs. The cost to upgrade the grid, trillions of dollars. Who pays for that? You do. Through taxes and higher electricity rates. Then there's charging infrastructure. 500,000 public chargers needed by 2030. Currently, there are 130,000. And they're concentrated in wealthy urban areas. Rural America? Good luck finding a fast charger. Low-income neighborhoods? Almost none. EVs are a luxury good marketed as an environmental solution. But only the wealthy can afford them. Only the wealthy have home chargers. Only the wealthy live in areas with charging infrastructure. This isn't solving climate change. It's giving rich people a way to feel good about themselves. So what's the actual solution? Not electric cars, fewer cars, one bus can replace 40 cars, one train can replace hundreds. Public transit is 10 times more energy efficient per passenger than cars, even electric cars. But America invests almost nothing in transit. We spend $50 billion per year on highways. We spend $2 billion on transit. That ratio is insane. Other countries figured this out. Netherlands, 27% of all trips by bike. Japan, 50% of trips by train. Switzerland, world-class public transit in a mountainous country. They didn't need electric cars. They redesigned cities so people don't need cars at all. Walkable neighborhoods, protected bike lanes, reliable trains and buses. And you know what? They're happier, healthier, and produce less emissions. The average European produces half the transportation emissions of the average American. Not because they drive Teslas, because they don't need to drive as much. EVs aren't the solution. They're a distraction. Car companies want to keep selling cars. Politicians want to avoid making hard choices. So they push EVs as a magic bullet. But the only real solution is reducing car dependency, not replacing gas cars with electric cars, replacing car trips with walking, biking, and transit. So why are we being sold this lie? Follow the money. Auto industry, $3 trillion globally. They need to keep selling cars. EVs let them do that while claiming to be green. Tesla alone is worth $800 billion. GM, Ford, Volkswagen, all going electric. They're lobbying governments for subsidies. Billions in taxpayer money to prop up EV sales. $7,500 federal tax credit in the US. Who benefits? People rich enough to buy a $50,000 plus car. It's a wealth transfer from taxpayers to wealthy car buyers. And the media plays along. Every EV launch is covered like a revolution. Every Tesla announcement is front page news. Meanwhile, transit funding gets cut. Bike lanes are controversial. Walkable cities are unrealistic. This is by design. Car companies spend billions on marketing. They buy ads in newspapers and on YouTube. Media doesn't bite the hand that feeds them. Politicians take campaign donations from auto industry, then vote for subsidies and highway funding. It's a system designed to keep you driving, electric or not. Electric vehicles are not the solution to climate change. They're a band-aid on a broken system. A system designed to keep you dependent on cars. A system that prioritizes profit over planet. The real solution? Build cities where you don't need a car, invest in public transit, create safe bike infrastructure, make walking pleasant and practical. EVs have a role to play. For people who truly need cars, electric is better than gas. But pretending EVs will save the planet? That's the great electric deception. We don't need better cars, we need fewer cars. What do you think? Are EVs a solution or a distraction? Comment below. Like if this opened your eyes, subscribe for more truth.